Next one we got The Emperor's New Clothes, part of the Robin Hood characters. This was released in 1975. Robin Hood was only 2 years old at the time. And Prince John's characters are referring to the character from Bedknobs and Broomsticks with the soccer game. There's like Honest John and Gillian from Pinocchio in 1940. Yes. It's embarrassing. And I got a Winnie the Pooh book called Winnie the Pooh and the Tigger 2. That was a featurette. Was made in 1974. And this is only like 11 years old at the time. 75. It was released in 1975. There's Tigger going through a rabbit's garden. When you see they got lost in the woods, they try to outsmart Tigger. There's a scene where Tigger found the highest tree and he was afraid to come down. That's why Pooh's friends had to get Tigger bouncing down. Yeah, when it was very cold. So then we'll think about Tiggers. We got more Disney books coming your way. Next one we got is The Haunted House. That was in the Fisher-Price reel on book and tape. They're narrated by House Smith. 1975. I think Clarence Nash does the voice. Clarence Ducky Nash. He was alive at the time in the 70s. Born in 1904, died in 1985. He was 81 years old. Clarence Ducky Nash. And here's Mickey and the Magic Cloak. Released in 1975. This is the part of the book he puts on the cloak, and it's like a robe or something. Everything looks like magic. And here's the magic Giniger or something like that, with Mickey, with a Minnie Mouse in there. Published in 1975. There was a Silly Symphony cartoon short about with the magic finger. The Lord the King wants something, he points on something and also touch things turns into gold. Yeah, that was in the 30s. Sorry about the book damage. Somebody must have damaged up the book by some kid or something. And here's Gulliver Mickey, referring to Gulliver's Travels. Max Schweitzer made it in 1939. Mickey Mouse did that his own version of Gulliver's Travels, in one of his black and white ones in the early 30s. Published in 1975. It was at the time, it was 30 years old from the black and white Mickey Mouse cartoon. I like these pages. More years, Mickey Mouse will be turning 100 years old. And here's The Mystery of the Missing Peanuts with Donald Duck in there. This was published in 1975. There's a Chip and Dale in there. When Donald Duck plays the detective looking for a missing peanuts. Next one we got Goofy Minds the House. This was released in 1975. Here's the illustration. Here's like 3 favorite tales. This was released in 1975, and it has like Shermantown's Musicians, The Little Red Hen, and The Princess and the Pooh. Little Red Hen, Donald Duck made his cartoon debut in the third symphony, The Little Red Hen, in 1934. It's about 88 years old today. Princess and the Pea. Next one we got the Button Soup. That's with Scrooge, Mcduck, and Daisy. I had Scrooge, Mcduck in Mickey's Christmas Carol in 1983. This was released in 1975, a book club edition. That was before Alan Young provided the voice of Scrooge McDuck. He didn't do it until 1983 for Mickey's Christmas Carol. Now we got Pinocchio and the Whale, taken from the animated feature of Pinocchio in 1940. This was released in 1977, the year when Disney released The Rescuers, Pete's Dragon, and Heavy Goes to Monte Carlo. And Star Wars came out around that year. And Pinocchio was only about 37 years old. And also the same year when Pinocchio read-along was actually reissued, narrated by Hal Smith. Monster the Whale is Willie the Whale, and I'll be Nelson Eddy. Now we got The Rescuers book, published in 1977. The original book at the same time was out in theaters. Yep. There's Madame Medusa, so like referring to Corell's Reverse character, and there's Snoop did a voice by Joe Flynn in the animated feature. The same Joe Flynn appeared in some Disney live-action films in the 60s and 70s, and used to be on like in the Nick Hell's Navy. Yep. There's Bernard and Bianca trying to rescue Penny. Let me find that part when they go in to find that diamond inside of that black hole. I know the movie very well, but I hate the sequel Rescuers Down Under. Next one we got The Country Mouse and the City Mouse. That was a Silly Symphony cartoon that was released in 1934-35. And this book was published in 1978. It was only got to be 30, it's going to be about, at the time, was about 44 years old or something. Or 42 years old. Next one, we got another book adapted from the Silly Symphony, A Little Hawatha, released in 1938. And this book was published in 1978. It was only 40 years old with this Hawatha cartoon. Now we got Robin Hood and the Golden Arrow, taken from the feature of Robin Hood. And this book was published in 1978. At the time, Robin Hood was 5 years old, from 1973 to 1988. This is the scene that they go into the athlete ring. Yep, trying to go for Maid Marian. Well, Prince trying to set the trap for Robin Hood. Yep, when he disguises Mr. Stork. And then it's on disguised as a duke or something. Yep. We got more Disney books coming your way. The Mickey Mouse birthday. Party ideas, games to make, food to eat, games to play. Maybe a pinata. Or Tigger's tail on the donkey. This is released in '78. This is at the time when Mickey Mouse was celebrated as when Mickey Mouse was turning 50. Now today Mickey Mouse is only about 94. He'll be 95 next year, 2023. And about 6 more years from now, he'll be 100 years old in 2028. The one who started it all is Steamboat Willie in Crazy Train, the earlier Mickey Mouse cartoons. I got Sinbad the Sailor. Released in 1978. We got Gulliver the Mountain the Climber. Released in 1978. Next one we got Goofy and the Miller. This was released in 1978. I showed you that in my previous update videos in the past. We got here Henny, Penny, and the Big Bear Wolf, one of the characters from the past, the Three Little Pigs cartoon series. Silly Symphony made them in the 1930s. They made the series of 4 Three Little Pigs cartoons, published in 1978. At the time when Three Little Pigs was 45 years old, 1933 to 1978. I like the voice of Big Bear Wolf played by the voice of Billy Bradshaw. He was the voice of Big Bear Wolf and Tigger Pete. And here's another one with Hawatha. Hawatha, the brave hunter. This book was gotta be May 1979. It was like 31 years old from the Silly Symphony cartoon in 1938. Now we got The Mice and the Circus, that's with Dumbo. It was published in 1979. Dumbo was only 38 years old at the time. I like Mickey the Mouse, played by the voice character actor Edward Brophy. I think I like Dumbo Circus also, made for the Disney Channel, now up to 1985. Now we got here, All is Well That Ends Well, part of the, taken from the Lady and the Tramp. This book was published in 1979, book club edition. At the time, Lady and the Tramp was 24 years old, 1955 to 1979. And Sarah, she's the one who treats Lady like crap. When Ginger and Darling went away, she was minding the baby. Next time we got the Mystery Box with Yuli, Barry, and Louie. This was released in 1979. We got Goofy and the Magic Fish. This was also released in 1979. We got more Disney books coming your way. Next one we got the Big Bear Wolf and Little Wolf. Yep. This was released, published in 1980. The Three Little Pigs was 37 years old. The first one and then like the later ones during the late 30s. Now we got here Snow White Helps the Seven Dwarfs. Back in 1937 when Disney first made a full-length animated feature. Published in 1980 and just was 43 years old of that Disney classic. There's the Seven Dwarfs singing Hi Ho, Hi Ho. To work we go. It's pretty good. And here's How Cinderella's Mice Tricks Lucifer the Cat. This book was published in 1980. At the time, it was only 30 years old for Cinderella and was made in 1950. A Dream is a Wish. There was another one from Lady and the Tramp, Scrooge to the Rescue. This book was published in 1980. Lady and the Tramp was only 25 years old when it was made in 1955. I gotta find Jock and Trusty, one of the Lady and the Tramp characters. Oh, Miss Lady. Here's another one called Scramp Saves the House. Another one from Lady and the Tramp. This was released also in 1980. Kristen Dan Darling and Sarah again. Now we got Pongo and Purdy, Two Happy Dalmatians, taken from the animated feature of 101 Dalmatians, and it was made in 1961. This book was published in 1980. It was only 19 years old for 101 Dalmatians at the time, from 1961 to 1980. This is when Roger and Unica first met in the park. Now we got Lucifer the Mouse Detective, taken from the Aristocats in 1970. This was released in 1980. Aristocats was 10 years old in 1980 from 1970. There's one of the Scat Cats. Yep, everybody wants to be a cat. This is the scene they try to save those 3 kittens and the duchess from Edgar the Butler. But I like the Aristocats. Here's the Rescuers in Trouble in Devil's Bayou. That was from 1977. This book was released in 1980, was only 3 years old from 1977. Now we got Aladdin and the Sky Magician, with Mickey Mouse. This was released in 1980. Next one we got Donald Duck's Tallest Tale. This was released in 1980 by Walt Disney Productions. Here's Goofy and the Enchanting Castle. This was released in 1980. Grandma took a little helper. I think I showed you that earlier. Yep, in those small books. released in 1980. And finally, before we end this update video, here's the last Disney book we have. Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge Mcduck. That was before Mickey's Christmas Carol came out now into 1983. This is May 1980. Humbug. I like that one then by Scrooge Mcduck's voice. Since the DuckTales, yeah. So there you have it. These are all the Disney books I got from today at the rummage sale at the Part.2 library. Yep. I'm going to keep them as my collectibles. And thank you for being there for me for this update video. And comment, subscribe, or ring the bell if you like the video or not. You just take care. I'll see you next time for more of this new update videos. You just take care. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and enjoy the holidays. Goodbye.